because at those times, those things were very real. They were manifesting as being very real. But when you begin dealing with your own demons, your own shadows on the inside, then it doesn't manifest externally anymore, because you've shattered that mirror, because it's really a reflection of that which is on the inside of you. Things that you haven't healed, things that you haven't brought forth. And it doesn't, you know, in that avenue, in that place where I was at before, there was not a place for transparency. Listen, if I was in a place where I am screaming and crying because I'm reliving a memory, and I was in that kind of venue before, somebody would have thought that I had a demon and they would have wanted to cast it out. Instead of realizing that what I really needed was comfort at the moment, because I was dealing with some serious shit. So being transparent and making these safe places for us to walk together through these, we can no longer block each other from that by withholding it. Because it's been those very walls of withholding that has not allowed us to have the intimacy that we are all truly wanting with one another. But if you don't experience it on the inside, if you can't have these intimate moments with yourself and being truly real, I'm going to be transparent here, okay? So yesterday, I had a request. Now, I am going to be really open and transparent here, okay? I'm going to be really open and transparent, and this is going to cause me to cry, but I'm past that place, mostly past, of having the fear of judgment of man. It's more about my own judgment that sometimes scares me, because my heart is really about love and about loving everyone unconditionally, including myself. So here's my transparent moment of my beautiful friend Brandon, who I was so excited to meet face to face in Crestone. And we had some amazing conversations, and I mean really heart to heart, transparent moments. And because we chose to come to that place and just be there, you know, not the knee-jerk laughter, let's have a good time. Like, no, we are going to be exposing the rawness, the raw side of us in some certain issues. And so it automatically brought that place of transparency and intimacy that doesn't normally get afforded when you're on like a live stream like this, right? Unless someone chooses to make that place happen, and then you can be transparent, knowing that other people are viewing you and not giving a shit.
Come on.
Because they need to know that it's okay to be transparent too.
You're
so
brave.
Here, I'm procrastinating here. Okay, so here it goes. So we began talking about some things about the Native Americans with the Hopi prophecy and whatnot, because there's some strong calls that are going forward in that for the healing of the nations to happen, really, right? Because it's so we've got this microcosm of coming together, you know, in a smaller sense. That's why these gatherings are happening, but really it's on a macrocosm level. So we begin having these discussions, and Brandon and I are talking. He'll either be watching this or I'm going to post this, so he'll know exactly what's going on. And if you read my post on Facebook last night, I've done 2 of them. You'll know that this is stemmed from that, because I was having my own wrestle yesterday with this. So when we were in Crestone, Brandon was saying that when we go to the Hopi, or when we're called, and it really is a time where we're sitting in front of elders, that it's not time for me to go letter by letter through the Hebrew and Aramaic and show them words and letters. They're storytellers. Everything for them is being passed down through stories. So unless you can communicate through a story, they are not going to be able to connect at the heart level. Okay, so I'm thinking about that. And when we were in Crestone, I started telling him the story that can be seen through the sacred languages, because every letter, the Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, all the way from the Aleph to the Tav, is a story. And it is freaking beautiful and amazing. And I've never recorded it. I have never recorded the story, because it can be told in many different ways, dependent upon what the spirit is sharing with the individual that is in front of you, because it'll be spirit will guide you through that journey to say exactly what spirit's giving you to help encourage them, because you're really encouraging yourself at the same time. So I began telling him the story, and I only went through 3 letters. I only went through the Aleph and the Bet and the Gimel, and I was unfolding this story. And Brandon's like, yeah, exactly. And I said, because I told him, I told him that I love the minutia. I love the letters. I love breaking it down. And I wasn't so sure that I could tell the story. So I just gave myself permission, like, Spirit, help me with this. And it began rolling out because I connected to my heart, and I went in here, and I began to feel that love and gratitude that I feel when I talk about the journey, what the letters reveal, and how it's really revealing my heart in the process, so that I can connect with humanity in transparency and love and authenticity, right? Without my mask. So I began telling him, and of course I get emotional like I am right now. And then I stop, and he's like, well, exactly. Okay, so let's talk about what happened yesterday. So Brandon is asking, he's got a request. He wants me to break down the word good in a verse. And I had a busy day yesterday and I didn't get to it. And then he said, and if you have time, I would love it if you would write out or type out the journey for me and then email it to me. Okay, so here's the transparent moment. My knee jerk, there's a couple things running simultaneously that's going on. And I had to step back, and I said, I am wrestling, or I'm struggling with this request. And he had like all these question marks, like, why are you struggling with this? Shit. First of all, spiritual ego rises up, right? It's like, because I've dedicated 6 years of my life to go through these sacred languages, and it's literally cost me everything. And I'm not, I'm not saying that for somebody to pat me on the back. I mean, it's just reality. It's literally cost me everything. It's cost my husband everything. We gave up everything, and that's how the door opened up to us, so that we could begin excavating this, and the Spirit could be giving us these beautiful treasures. And so spiritual ego rises up and goes, oh, hell no. You want me to give you my treasure that I spent 6 years on so that you can have it and memorize it, so you can share it with somebody when it's not really yours? Okay, so that's what flared up yesterday. Instantly flared up with spiritual ego. And then I had to stop. I'm like, no, I'm not having this. That's not me. Because really, are the languages mine? Is the interpretation mine, or is it ours? Do I really believe in oneness unity? Do I really believe connecting at the heart level? Because it's not mine, it's ours. Every interpretation, every word I share, every letter, it's ours. It's not mine. And that's what ego does, okay? Then the second thing. Damn it, this is not fun and easy, but this is exactly what we're talking about, so I'm just gonna flow with it.
Thank you. It is.
It's so damn hard.
Yeah.
So thank you for making a safe place, Kandra, so I could do this.
Yeah.
And the Spirit giving me the courage to be able to do this. So then I go, and I'm thinking to myself, so the spiritual ego doesn't show, just the ego, right? Just the ego that wants to project all of our crap and garbage on other people. And I'm going, oh, that's great. You want to take my work and make it yours, and then use it like you're some great person, and then this is yours, and then you're taking it from me. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, holy shit, how many times have I actually done that? Or I've heard something that somebody has said, and then I turn it and make it like it's mine, and I take it from them. But I was projecting it. And I love Brandon with all my heart. And I'm sitting here struggling with all this, going, oh my God, what is this? What is this? So then become transparent with myself. I turn it on the inside. And then I began realizing it's because I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself that when people give me of their beautiful treasures, that I'm not going to use it for personal gain. And that broke me. It's breaking me right now. I was just saying it out loud, but I need to say it out loud, because this is the transparency. This is the gift that I am giving you and anybody else who wants to enter into this beautiful place and this beautiful water, to say, you know what? I understand. You're like giving me a beautiful treasure, and I'm going to have to look at it and see. Well, you don't have to look at it. You can choose to look at it and say, is that part of anything that I've got going on the inside too?
Yeah.
And it was really real, and it's really real right now, because in all honesty, it makes no difference what Brandon does with that. In fact, it's none of my business. In fact, it's not mine. It's all of ours. And what is it to say that perhaps I have no opening to go sit before Hopi elders? What if that is truly that calling, which I do believe that Brandon has? And what if my only calling is to help prepare him? Why then would I think that I am missing out or something, right? Like a fear of loss. When if we're all one,
come on,
I'm with him anyway.
Whoa.
We are one. And so this separation that happens when our ego gets in the way and we're not willing to be transparent, we keep putting up these freaking ass walls that say, you know, no, you're going to take this from me and you're going to use it and you're going to abuse it and you're not going to give me credit. Why the hell do I need fucking credit? I don't. My ego does. I don't. My spirit doesn't. It is well with my soul. In every other area, it's not. And this is a part of shadow work that is so hard, because when you look at it, it's like people go, oh, you're so loving and you're so beautiful. And then I come into these things and I see this part of me and I'm like, oh my God, really? Really?
Yeah.
But then I can get on the other side of it and go, thank you. Thank you, self, for being transparent, because I see you and I love you regardless. I don't judge you. I'm not shaming you. Thank you for showing me this side of you that is scared shitless to face some of these things, and for being brave to bring it forward so that it can be neutralized and so it can be loved back to life instead of being scared to death.
Yeah.
This is what transparency looks like. And then the fruit of it is you just gave it as permission for somebody else to do the exact same thing, because you were willing to be vulnerable in that moment.